seated. Glenn Tom Marshall, thank you for that wonderful rendition. I can't think of a more fitting way to celebrate today than with the performance of the national anthem by some of our very own veterans and by one of our veterans' sons. And thank you to the color guard as well. Today is a remarkable day and one we've been waiting for a very long time. I want to welcome each and every one of you. It's a little windy out here. If you're sitting here with us today, chances are you played some role in getting us to this point. Thank you for your support, your advocacy, and your commitment to ensuring that we continue to serve UP veterans in the future. I also want to take a moment to welcome a few of the many distinguished guests here today. Michigan's Governor, Gretchen Whitmer. Congressman of Michigan's 1st Congressional District, Jack Bergman. State Senator Ed McBroom, who played a critical role in helping get the funding for this project. State Representative Carl Bonak. Marquette Township Supervisor Lynn Durant and the Board of Trustees. Marquette County Commission Chair Joe DeRocha and the Board of Commissioners. The Michigan Veteran Homes Oversight Board, the Michigan Veterans Facility Authority Board, thank you. And I also want to give a shout out to my team at the Michigan Veteran Homes. They are incredible. They've worked very hard to make today happen. Many of them are sitting in the audience, as are so many of the folks that work and live at Jacob Eddy today. So thank you for being here. And many more of our distinguished guests sitting in the audience, the veterans in attendance today. Thank you for being here and thank you for your service. This is an investment in you. There are many reasons to celebrate today. Those here understand what this represents for our UP veterans and the UP community more broadly. And again, you likely played a critical role in getting us here today. You did that for our veterans and showed this community's commitment to support them for decades to come. We're fortunate to have a number of guests here today to share some remarks on what this investment and this new home represents for them. I'd like to first welcome to the podium the current administrator of the Jacob Eddy Home and U.S. Army veteran, Ron Oja.
Thank you, Ann. I have to say, it feels really good to be here. Not necessarily in front of a microphone, but here at the groundbreaking. To me, this moves the Jacob Eddy replacement from the planning process to reality. For a while, it seemed like it was never going to happen, but here we are today. While I didn't want to wait, I think building the new Jacob Eddy after the construction of the Grand Rapids and Chesterfield's veterans homes was very beneficial to the Jacob Eddy design. Watching the design evolve into what it is today has been a wonderful process to witness. I'd like to thank you, Perkins Eastman, for your thoughtful design. I asked the question, what does the new home mean to you? Respect, privacy, and security were some of the answers I received. Our current members and staff look forward to a new home that makes them feel respected, ensures their privacy, and gives them a secure environment. Our members are eager for a new home, all on a single level with all of the comforts that they are used to. A private room with a private bathroom and shower, all of the things that you and I take for granted. Having a place to see wildlife and to experience nature will be one of the most welcome changes. Not hearing complaints about the aging heating and cooling system every spring and fall is what I look forward to most. Beyond that, it's hard to know what the new home will mean. We really are in an unknown area. Our members do know how important it is for there to be a new, modern veterans home for future veterans. That continued commitment makes them feel respected. When talking to our members, there was one thing they said wouldn't change with the new home: the care they receive. The members appreciate the high-quality care they receive. Great quality care has been the hallmark of the Jacob Eddy home. Our staff provide 5-star care in a building that at times can be a challenge. Giving our staff a state-of-the-art home where they can continue to provide 5-star care is one of the best things that will happen. Our members are really looking forward to watching the progress and are really excited for the completion of the new Jacobetti home. In the end, what all this means is that we are building a home that our members and future members deserve. I would like to thank Marquette Township, the Marquette County Road Commission, our Marquette Township neighbors, our legislators, both state and federal, and of course Governor Whitmer, for all of their assistance and support of the Jacobetti replacement home. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. For those of you that know Ron, you know that he would rather be anywhere than up in front of everyone speaking right now. So Ron, thank you for those words, and thank you for everything that you do for our home. Next, I'd like to invite to the podium Adjutant General of the State of Michigan and the Director of the Michigan Department of Military and Veteran Affairs, Major General Paul Rogers.
Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us here today. We were a little worried about the weather and the effect it would have on this ceremony, and then we thought, well, no, they're a bunch of Yoopers and a bunch of veterans, and I don't know, a veteran that's a Yooper, I don't know if it becomes much tougher than that. So the crowd here today really shows the spirit of the community, the support of the community for our veterans, and for what this means to the community. To me, what makes this facility so special is not the brick and mortar, but it's the members who live there and who call it home. And it's the people who commit their lives and their passion to take care of those veterans and the heroes of our communities. So we are here not only to break ground, but we're here to thank all of you, celebrate you, and really celebrate that bond between the community and their veterans. This has been a long time coming. The facilities in Grand Rapids and Chesterfield are just amazing campuses. And this is going to be a beautiful campus that the community will be proud of, we will all be proud of. I would just like to thank Ann Zerby and her entire team for what they do tirelessly day in and day out to make these facilities so successful and so beautiful for people who well deserve it. I'd also like to thank our governor, who is the strongest advocate I have seen for military and veterans in that position in Michigan. She has fought relentlessly over the last several years to bring us the resources we need, both at the state level and the federal level, to be successful. So again, thank you, Governor Whitmer, for all that you do. And the teamwork with our legislators, both at the federal level and the state level. Because without that holistic team effort, bipartisan, bicameral, the monies would not be here for us to provide what they so deserve. So thank you so much for joining us today, and I look forward to the groundbreaking and the hot cup of coffee. So thank you.
Thank you, General Rogers. And yes, we knew planning this in May. It could have gone any way. The weather is exactly as we expected. We had no idea what kind of weather to expect. So here we are. As many of you know, Michigan Veteran Homes is overseen by a governing board, the Michigan Veterans Facilities Authority Board, quite a mouthful. So we're so fortunate to have the incredible board to provide leadership, guidance. I know that as I took on this role, it was the first time in this type of position, and they've been an incredible asset to me, providing that guidance. I'd now like to welcome to the podium a gentleman I've had the pleasure of working with for the better part of a decade now, actually. So our board chair, Dave Henry.
I got like 10 pages here. So. Well, first of all, it's an honor to be here today with you to officially break ground on the Michigan Veteran Facilities Home, DJ Jacobetti. As everybody said, it's been a long time coming, and not only is this just great for Marquette Township, it's also great for the state of Michigan. This will be the third veterans home that we've constructed in Michigan, and it's been awesome because it says that the investment that the state has made who we are as people, who we are in honoring the heroes of Michigan and those who wore the uniform and defended our freedoms. And we're very grateful for that. And they deserve these types of communities. What we're building here isn't just a facility, it's a home. Those of you that are familiar with the current facility, it looks like an institution, but this is a home. These are specialized, they're small households, which really benefits for them, provides benefit of care for one another, just as they did when they served. Veterans, you know, really, I can't even begin to say the amount of gratitude that we as the Michigan Veteran Facilities Board have for you. We wouldn't be here to be able to serve you and provide the 5-star quality care that all 3 of our homes currently are rated at by the state and federal. This project is a result of partnerships with the state and the federal government, the VA, the local leaders, our colleagues, many of them are here today, as well as the team in the Michigan Veteran Facilities Authority. You guys rock it every time. I'm honored to be the chair of the board. I've been in long-term care myself over 35 years, and I shared with my board yesterday, the care that we deliver is top tier, and I'm proud to be part of that. We're proud of what's happening here. We're grateful to every person that brought this vision to life. Thank you for braving the weather today. My jaw's getting frozen. And we're going to do the groundbreaking. It's going to be spectacular. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. And thank you to you and all the board for the trust and confidence you put in me to do this job. It means a lot. I've never done anything that's been quite so meaningful and valuable as what we've accomplished here, so thank you. As we embark on this new era for Jacob Eddy, we'll be gaining some new neighbors, as will be residents of Marquette Township. Please join me in welcoming Marquette Township Supervisor Lynn Durant to the podium to share some remarks.
Good morning. Thank you for coming. I'm only going to take a minute because you don't want to hear a politician talk about the battles they've fought so early this morning. A few years ago, we heard some scuttlebutt that the Veterans Facility or administration was going to build a new facility in the county. We were excited to grab some real estate in the township. But the city was a favorite, so the veterans would guard the Lake Superior coast instead. Yes, we were disappointed, but as time passed, the winds changed to the west, forcing the air from Marquette City to Marquette Township. This site was chosen, and we couldn't be happier. Very happy. Knowing our lifelong protectors will not only have an army of folks to protect them, but we've got your 6. Hoorah!
Thank you, Lynn. We're beyond excited to join you and become new neighbors. Each spring, I travel to Washington along with representatives from veteran homes across the entire country to educate our lawmakers about what we do and advocate on behalf of our veterans in our homes. Year after year, without fail, our next speaker makes it a point to meet with us and stay up to date on what role he can play in supporting our mission in DC. To that end, he sponsored and co-sponsored numerous bills in Congress that support state veteran homes, including the recently introduced H.R. 1970, which is a bill that calls for equitable reimbursement to state veteran homes for high-cost medications that our veterans need. I'd like to welcome to the podium a longtime advocate for our work at Jacob Eddy and a champion for state veteran homes here in Michigan and across. Whoa, you're coming up on me here. Retired Marine Corps General and Congressman Jack Bergman.
I wanted to give her a hug. That's why she ran away. I'm a Marine, and we're used to pretty basic tools. So here's your basic podium. Hold your notes in place. So just know we're doing the basics here. Did you ever hear someone say, I'm going to be brief, and then they weren't? Okay. Well, you can't give enough thank yous. Pardon me? Every Sunday? Yeah, you know the difference between a good sermon and a bad sermon? About 4 minutes. All right, and I'd like to invite Jay Gage to the front here to take his seat since he's late as always. But I'm going to have to tell Senator Slotkin that you were slacking. Point is, we're laughing here, and you know, did you just feel a little warmth go through your body when you laugh a little bit? Okay, you guys right here, and you ladies that are sitting here in the front, you are the reason all of us are able to be here today. Thank you, not only for your service, but thank you for our freedom. Because without your service, we would not have the freedoms that we have. We are blessed. We are especially blessed to be from the UP. You know that, or you know that. And I'm so glad to have the governor here today, because we know that through the collective efforts of everybody who's spoken and everybody in the crowd here who's played a part in this, we are setting the example for future veterans' homes, not only here in Michigan, but around the country. We want to be the example of good, not the example of, well, we did it yesterday and we did it the wrong way. Congratulations to all of you. And the really good news to end with is, instead of shoveling dirt like the governor and I were doing a couple of months ago down in Grayling, we could have been shoveling snow today. We're not. Thank you all. God bless you. And remember, Memorial Day is a remembrance, not a celebration. It's a remembrance. Please treat it solemnly. God love you.
Thank you. It is now my distinct honor to introduce our next speaker. Within a month of taking office in January 2019, she was in the UP, intent on visiting the Jacobetti home to see firsthand the work being done by our incredible team at the home. She met with members, she spoke with staff, and she sat down with our administrator, who's here today, met his kids, as I recall, and took some pictures, to learn more about the strengths and opportunities we had. During our tenure as governor, we've opened 2 brand new state veteran homes right here in Michigan, and today we're breaking ground on a 3rd. Just in construction costs alone, this represents an investment of nearly $200 million in Michigan to continue to provide this critical care those who have served us need. She hasn't been and continues to be a champion for our work. Please join me in welcoming the governor of the state of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you and good morning. Lynn, that was one of the best political speeches I ever heard. And now Jack set a high bar for humor, but I appreciate the partnership and all of you being here. I'm thrilled to be here in Marquette, coming together just a few days before Memorial Day to break ground at the DJ Jacobetti Veterans Home. It's a celebration, and it's about fulfilling the sacred promise that we make to all of those who fight for our freedom. Here in Michigan, we will always treat our veterans with care and respect that they deserve. Put their lives on the line to keep us safe, and we got to hold up our end of the bargain by ensuring that they can live their lives in peace and dignity. We stand on the ground that will soon be transformed into a place of refuge, a place of healing, a place of dignity and community. This new home will bear an old name, Dominic J. Jacobetti, and I heard there's some talk of what to call it, but as most folks here know, there really was no other choice. We've been keeping the name because that's the way it ought to be. Jacobetti was the longest serving member of the Michigan House of Representatives, the son of Italian immigrants. He was born just up the road in Negaunee. He dedicated his life to fighting for his fellow Yoopers. One of his long-term goals was to ensure that the veterans in the Upper Peninsula would always have a place to call home. He wanted to build a place that recognized their sacrifices and treated them with the respect that they had earned. So today we get to make former representative, the chairman of appropriations, Dominic Jacobetti's dream a reality. So thanks to a $33 million state investment, we're building this new state-of-the-art veterans home. And for those of you who've not seen the one in Chesterfield Township or Grand Rapids, be aware this is going to be a phenomenal place.
a place where our veterans can have the privacy and dignity that they deserve, can commune around coffee stations and fireplaces and get their hair cut on the premises. It's not just a building, it's about incredible people. We're lucky in Michigan to have some of the very best. The staff at our veterans' homes are unsung heroes who make our veterans feel valued, supported, cared for, and seen. And I want to share a story with you about one, a man named Todd Miller. Todd's an LPN at Jacob Eddy and has been serving veterans for nearly 20 years. Before that, he served in the Marine Corps. Todd brings a Marine's sense of commitment, discipline, and fidelity to the memory care unit at Jacob Eddy. He shows up every day to serve his fellow veterans, helping them live their lives with comfort, care, and pride. And that's what this is really all about. As we look to Memorial Day, let's recognize that some debts cannot be repaid with words alone. They require action. They require investments. They require places like this one. So let this always be a place where our heroes feel at home. Thank you to everyone who made this possible, from our state legislators to our congressmen to partners across many different entities. Thank you to all. This is a group effort, and I'm proud to play a small role in it. Now let's move some dirt.
Thank you, Governor, for those remarks. At MVH, we have so much to be grateful for. To close things out, I'd like to invite up someone who has served in just about every role that you can have with the organization. Former administrator of the Jacob Eddy home, former executive director in my role, overseeing all of the homes, and our current board vice chairman. Please welcome Brad Slagle to come up and provide some words of gratitude.
So the last guy's got to be quick because everyone's like, get it done. So I'll be quick. Words of gratitude. First, I have to start with the obvious folks have already been thanked. Our governor and Senator McBroom for the state funding and the work that needed to be done to make this happen on the state level. Congressman Bergman for his work in D.C. getting the grant program funded so that we could get our federal grant. Two critical pieces that had to come together along with all the paperwork. Part of that is Ann Zerby. So she wrote the grant in 2017 is when this started. And so that is the beginning of this. It's hard to believe it's now 2025. Other folks I need to thank for their advocacy, and I saw some of them here today, like the Marquette ambassadors. They take the Marquette message to Lansing every year to make sure the UP is taken care of. So thanks to them. I also want to thank Jim Redford. 10 years ago, he was part of the beginning of we need to build new homes in Michigan. So that was a critical piece as we turned the Michigan Veterans Homes into the future. Part of the vision that was to make Michigan Veterans Homes the best in the country. And we can say, oh, we're great now, care's great, people love us. Two things that matter most. The veterans and the families of the Veterans Homes have forever said it's great care. Get the wind out of this thing. But the data is, this is something I'm really proud of. This is the wind quits here. Yeah, I think it is snowing now, but there's 241 nursing homes in Michigan, and the 3 veterans homes are now ranked. 2 of them are tied for 10th best in quality in the state, and the other's 14th. So that is amazing data. So super proud of that. My final big gratitude is Jacob Eddy is it's a thing on the UP and Marquette that everybody knows about, and the reason it's great is because the community, Marquette community, the county, even the whole UP supports Jacob Eddy. The volunteers come in tirelessly. I've seen them walk through knee-deep snow to get to services at the home. It's amazing. The staff relationships and work that they do and the care they provide one-on-one with those veterans is just so outstanding. And the veterans themselves, they make that place great. We have fun together, we overcome challenges together. That community created Jacob Eddy, and it's wonderful, and a new building is overdue for giving them a beautiful place to live. So that's my gratitude for today, and thank you all for being here.
We're getting there. Thank you, Brad. And to each of our speakers today, thank you. Each of you has some tie to the Jacobetti home. Many of our fathers and mothers, grandparents, siblings, cousins have taken their final breaths at Jacobetti under our care. Many of you have family and friends that work there right now or did work there or volunteer there or support the home in some other way. Indeed, this is a special place because of our incredible staff, our incredible volunteers, and because of this incredible community. Although this concludes the formal portion of today, I'd like to ask all of you to do us a favor and help us commemorate it before putting shovels in the ground. If you guys want to get up and squish in, and we want to squish in, can we get a selfie? Let's do it.
All right.
So everyone get up, we're gonna get in.
Oh, you want me to take it?
You're like, I don't know about
Just
it.
have to hit that button and take as many.